Howdy, I'm Meredith and this is Apollo, and we are on a 48 state horseback adventure going to all the 48 states, and so far we have gone to 29 of them and are currently in New York, and so that's a total of about 7,600 miles so far. And one of the questions that I often get asked about is about the various things that Apollo wears, and also what I wear, which I have covered in a separate video, which you can find a link to in the description below. But today's video will be about what Apollo wears. So let's start with his head. So Apollo is sporting a halter bridle, which means he's wearing a halter, a rope halter, and also a bridle that attaches to the halter, and of course the lovely purple reins that go with that. This is so that I can leave his halter on under the bridle easily, so I can switch between using the reins and using the lead rope, and I can take it on and off quickly and easily if I needed to, without having to switch over to a halter because it's still there. So on this halter I have a custom noseband that was made by Art by Destiny, and on the other side is this red thing, and that is my emergency information in case I fall off and get hurt and he runs off and is a loose horse. Whoever finds him will have all the important info about who to contact about this loose horse. Then moving back here, we have all the gear and saddle, and so it's about 60 pounds of gear plus the saddle, more or less, depending on whether I just restocked on certain heavier things like his supplements or whether I'm getting towards the end of them. So there's several bags here you can see. The top one is where I keep my extra water bottle and first aid kit and sunglasses and a couple other things that I need to have handy. The blue bag is where I keep my jackets and long sleeve shirt and rain jacket and that kind of thing. I have my water bottle here. I like to get stickers as I go because, as you can see, they wear off, but I add stickers from around the country as I go. And then the bag in the back has flashing lights on the back and a horn on the side. And of course bright orange markings on it for safety. That's where I keep my sleeping bag and tent and other minimal camping supplies. Here is my main pack with an identical one on the other side that's attached. And the banner was made by my mom. Like, she put a little heart on it. And the centauride is, of course, the name of my ride. The other side, I've got one more bag. This is the supplements bag. It's got a little rip in it, but everything in there is waterproof, so it's okay. That has Apollo's supplements in it. I do not carry hay or grain. They are too bulky and too heavy to have him carry. Instead, I get his food wherever I stop for the night. Plus, he obviously gets to graze in the middle of a ride. And I just need his supplements to keep him healthy and whatnot. That is all I carry. And then let's see. So that's all the bags. I have, of course, the saddle. It's an endurance saddle made by TW Saddlery, and all of these, the things that he's wearing, I will put links in the description below, so you can see specifically about what they are and where to get them. It's an endurance style saddle with a horn, which I needed to hang that bag there. And I love these stirrups. They are the most comfortable stirrups in the world. And they're all cushiony and safety. Your toes can't slide through and get hung up with that webbing there. Super comfortable. The saddle pad is by Equipedic, and it has memory foam inside. It's worked very well for Apollo's comfort. I have a mohair alpaca cinch, or girth as you prefer to call it. And you can see on this side I have this padding here, which is the same that I have on his breast collar. This is to prevent rubbing. The only saddle sore he's ever gotten was one spot once right there, and so I added these pads and never had any problems since. The cinch also has a fly begone, or shoe fly, or whatever it's called. It depends on where you are. I think it's usually called a shoe fly. Anyway, the shoe fly keeps flies off of his front legs. And yes, it is the same color as his tail, but no, it is not made from his tail. And also up here, I have some extra padding in here between the back bags and under the lower bag. Those are extra to help the bags balance and stay cushioned for the weight against his lower back. And let's see what else. Oh, his fly net. In the summer, I use a fly net sheet in the back here. That's really handy. Keeps the larger flies, well, really all the flies, off of his rump and top of his back legs for the most part. Doesn't really prevent any on his belly or anywhere else, but it does help with some of the flies. In the winter, or rather I don't ride in the winter, but in the cooler months, I use a quarter sheet that's fleece lined, and it has our banner on it, and keeps them warm once we get into the cooler season with cold rains and winds and whatnot. So, finally, the most commonly asked about part, his feet. And so you can see on the front feet here, they have on them bells. These are for wildlife and people to hear us coming. Plus I just think they sound nice as we walk. And isn't that a happy noise? And then for his hooves, he does not wear metal shoes. Instead, he has these boots, and the boots are from Cavallo. He wears both boots, and inside the boots there's pastern wraps. The pastern wraps help to prevent any sort of rubs from happening from the boots. And the boots themselves are mostly canvas on top, and the bottom is solid rubber, very much like a hiking boot. And so it's really good on the roads to protect his feet from whatever junk he steps on, not to mention decent traction and all sorts of other benefits over wearing metal shoes on the roads or at all. I really like them. I'd use them no matter what we were doing. And they don't fall off. That's a problem a lot of people have with boots. They always complain about losing their boots in the mud. I've been through mud way deeper than the boots, and they have not come off yet. So, that, I believe, is everything attached to Apollo. So, thanks for watching. Please look up my Facebook page. A link will be below, or Instagram as you prefer, or both. And subscribe to this channel and click like and all that good stuff. And I will be posting more videos soon, So please tell me what you'd like to see a video about, and check out our adventures. Bye.